That's why the UK is finished, man. Russian hackers have been able to destroy England far more beautifully than Brexit ever did. Okay guys, welcome back to Nabil Knows, the show where I do the news for people who are too busy doom scrolling to do their own research. And I think we need to get stuck in on the mess this week, because watching world politics right now is like watching a guy juggling knives while jumping on a trampoline on crack. So, first up, we have the Met Gala. This is the annual show where the rich and famous turn up dressed as their best impressions of several different types of mental health breakdown. It's just mad. You could turn up as a billionaire, dressed up as a cracked out bird, and everyone calls it art. But trust me, if you turned up like that to a Nigerian wedding, they would surround you and pray for you because you clearly need deliverance. It's crazy because, while people in Gaza are having to dig for clean water and India is dropping bombs on Pakistan, the world media is telling us about how amazing Zendaya's outfit is. Damson Idris stole the show by dressing like a normal human being. You know who the real winners are? The real winners are the people that sold that nonsense to celebrities for like £40,000 that they're never going to wear again. That is what I call tax evasion and money laundering with sequins. Reform UK, Lib Dems, and the Green election results. Amazing stuff. Reform is winning seats, so that's like the UK saying, look, we're broke, we're tired, we have no jobs, it's freezing. But let's double down and blame everything on the immigrants because, curry. The political atmosphere in the UK is a family reunion. Reform is UKIP's less successful cousin, but has flashier stuff, showing up and pretending to be relevant. That's not really accurate, is it? Because they're winning. What I don't understand, though, is the Lib Dems and the Greens doing well while Reform is doing well. Because that's like England saying, hey, guys, we're still racist, but we care about the environment because it's cute. What are we like? Crazy. Does not make sense. And, of course, Prince Harry loses security and now wants them back. This guy needs to understand there's no such thing as halfway crooks, my guy. You chose your problems. Pick a struggle. The fuck? Security. Why do you want security? You knew what these people were like before you started fucking with them. Harry wants to make up with the royal family after snitching on them about how racist his grandma was in his book. Honestly, that's messy. You can't write a tell-all book about how racist your grandmother was. They'll be like, hey guys, can I come over for Christmas? It does not work like that. This is not the Bible. You cannot be the prodigal son. It's too late. You've overstepped your margins. It is what it is. Right? What you do right now in the world of gangs is called set tripping. And you know what Casanova said? Casanova 2 times, remember him? Know what he said about people who set trip? Punch you in your face, motherfucker, and knock your teeth out. Also, Harry said, love will protect me. My brother, love did not protect Tupac. And even Jesus had to roll with 12 men. And one of them still turned out to be an op. Watch your back is all I'm saying. In fact, going forward, I suggest you do all your own driving and be careful when you see flashlights. And do not go to France. Tu compris? In the orange corner, we have India, aka Hindustan. And in the green corner, we have Pakistan. Now, here in the World Atrocity Cups, we have to look at the stats of both these countries. Of course, India, under their new leader Narendra Modi, has a very, very interesting record when it comes to disturbing the peace. So India has hit Pakistan again with what they're calling Operation Sindoor, named after the red powder that married Hindu women wear. Let's be real, India is starting to look like Israel 2.0. Every time there's an economic problem or some kind of domestic problem, what does he do? Oh, let's start airstriking our neighbors and distract people. I wonder who else has done stuff like that, where you just kind of hide your problems in war. Just give the people war and they'll ignore the fact they're getting poorer. This happens at a time as well, very coincidentally, when India has now dropped its tariffs on British produce and products going into India, but is now allowing Indian workers to be more heavily taxed if they work in Indian companies that have a base here in the UK. Very interesting that while you do that, you screw over your people, you decide to start bombing your neighbor, who this time did nothing wrong. And if you know me, you know that I'm not somebody that ignores what Pakistan has done nothing wrong. They have consistently committed violent crimes against Pakistan. And Pakistan has, uncharacteristically been quiet and tried to maintain the peace. Modi is doing this to flex his muscle and show everybody what a strong leader is. The strong man stance we talk about in politics. Even though he's flirting with the concept of nuclear war. Because, need I remind you, Pakistan has nuclear weapons. This isn't Iraq or Afghanistan. They actually have it. They have it. India does not have flipping, what's the Iron Dome. And even if you do have an Iron Dome defense, that shit is not stopping a nuclear bomb. I'm asking you, please, on behalf of the rest of the world, be careful. When there's that kid in class that's a little bit off key, but his parents have promised him that they'll take him to the cinema if he doesn't stab anyone this week. And then you're just there, just say, Teri ma, di pudi penchot. Teri ma. And like India is just poking and prodding Pakistan. Pakistan's like, leave me, bro. Leave me, bro. Leave me, bro. Turn to the UN. Like, UN, I beg you come chat to your boy, innit? Chat to your boy. And he's still poking him. And then he's reaching in his pocket for that nuclear. But listen, I don't know what it is about these countries in South Asia anyway. They all have committed atrocities against each other. They all have. Bangladesh has fought Pakistan. Pakistan has fought India. It's crazy. Why can't they be like us Africans? All we do is talk shit about each other's cooking. Well, not really. It's not trash. Nigerian food really is better than Ghanaian food. Take that, you fucking egg merchants. See, I can do that. And no Ghanaian is trying to kill me. Why? Because we're happy people. And I don't understand. We're tropical countries, just like India and Pakistan. Is it garam masala? Is there something in garam masala that just makes you more violent? I don't know. We need to find a way to solve this. Pakistan is like that kid that's trying to focus and do his homework, and his neighbor India keeps on throwing rocks at his window. And the international media like, oh, both sides need to de-escalate. Fam, only one side is doing something right now, right? Only one side. It's annoying. It's like, it's just like in school where one kid is being picked on and no one says anything. But then when the bully kid responds and smacks the bigger kid with a rock, all of a sudden he gets suspended. Yeah, well, he had it coming. Leave me alone. Sorry. Trauma. It's coming back. India has a long history of carrying out military strikes for, just for voters and for image. Remember the 2019 airstrikes of Balakhat? He's doing, Modi's doing this to have that look at me, look how strong I am stance in the media. It's all for theater for his domestic voters. He's putting his people at risk of nuclear war. And let's keep calling it measured. The reality is it's not measured. He is putting them in danger for a nuclear strike. Although, to be fair, the Indians aren't really scared of a nuclear strike, because if you've seen any of those street food videos online, you'll know that they are not afraid of any kind of contamination. I'm only stating facts. It's not a matter of bias. India did this first, but at the end of the day, like I said, Pakistan is innocent. They've done things in the past to other countries. But it's not about blaming. I have friends from both parts of the world that both sides of the conflict, and I even have, by way of marriage, family members who are affected by this. War is terrible, so let's pray for peace, man. War sucks.
Bitch, fuck you! Bloody fuck you, bloody! Fucking mother, bloody fuck, bitch!
The Vatican's got a new pope, and every African is praying that he'll finally allow them to dance at mass. I'm sorry to aunties, uncles, but there will be no drums in the Catholic Church, okay? You can forget it. There will be no Afrobeat masses. Nobody's going to be using Guinness for the Holy Communion. It's not happening. We blew it. We almost had a Nigerian pope at one point. It didn't happen. And then Conclave kind of hinted at why. I mean, I know it's fiction, but knowing Nigerian men, that's very possible. Let's see if the pope is going to be different, or if he's just going to be another guy sat in a golden chair telling poor people to have more babies. So Nigeria may be banning Facebook, which means our moms and aunties and uncles then will now have no place for them to spread their fake health advice, conspiracy theories, and chain prayers. This is a very, very sad possibility for Nigeria. Although let's face it, the day that it goes down, the next day, somebody in Lagos will have probably made a knockoff Facebook called Facelook or Zuckbuster. And then there's always WhatsApp, or as we call it in Nigeria, what's up? Honestly, if Nigeria wants to really ban something that's bad, they should ban all the fake pastors and all these guys that collect tithes on, Facebook Live and Instagram Live. It's not the website that's the problem. It's all the clout demons that are using it. Sound fair? Now share this video, because if you share this video, it will recharge your battery and cure your herpes and kill your neighbor and make your wife love you again. It was worth a try. Uncle Nabil movie review. I went to watch Sinners yesterday with my wife. She's my favorite movie critic, so we watched it together. I think that it was brilliant. Honestly, I really think Ryan Coogler is coming into his own. He's our generation Spike Lee, but better. Not obviously different. Spike Lee did different sorts of stuff, but when it comes to social commentary, when it comes to actual scares, terror, building suspense, and not just relying shocks and things like that, what do they call them? Jump scares. He built a brilliant atmosphere. There's a small group of people, contrarians, that are coming out saying the movie wasn't nice. But I just think that people saying that this movie wasn't good are just looking for other ways to tell us that they're not very smart and not clued up on American culture. If you know about the period of time in which this movie is set. I don't want to give any spoilers, but if you want to watch this film and you don't know much about American history, look up Prohibition, look up post-World War II America, look up Chicago's history, particularly around Al Capone's time. Look that up. Look up post Jim Crow, the fall of the KKK. Look at all this stuff, because everything is in context. If you don't know, if you're just going to watch a Scream movie, a movie that just has monsters and stuff, Coogler is never going to give you something that doesn't require intelligence or previous knowledge to understand. Just like he did with Black Panther and other things, he's giving you something that has a complex lore, world. He builds the lore within the film beautifully. He explains things and foreshadows things beautifully. And if you're a person that understands the cultures he's talking about in the movie, it's great. If you don't, approach it with an open mind. But don't, because for years now, when we've watched horror, they've come with a very Eurocentric, Judeo-Christian, heavy view of things. Even American culture really is European culture. It's just spelt differently. So what he's done now, he's opening up. And, you know, it's always been a subgenre. Black American and African lore driven horror has always existed, but guys like Coogler and Peele are really putting it in the forefront, and I'm here for it. What he's done is amazing, and I can't wait to see the future work he does in the horror genre. I hope he doesn't make this a one-off. I think films like Nope, Get Out, Us, these films have been great. Series like them, these shows have been great, and I want to see more of this genre, because we are the global majority, and it's important that our folklore, our culture, because at the end of the day, this stretched, I don't want to give too much away, but this stretched into like early Black American culture with heavy African influences as well. So if you're somebody that appreciates culture, appreciates history, Easter eggs, anthropology, good cinematography, then you're going to love this film. If you just want to watch a film that you can talk in the cinema while you're watching, then I don't recommend this for you. If you learn stuff primarily from podcasts, I definitely don't recommend this for you. This is the grown-ups are talking. You go to sleep. Hackers have hit M&S, Co-op, and a few of the other shops, and it sent the UK into a panic. Like, people are like, oh no, I can't buy Percy Pig and really cheap cards. And the government's like, oh, don't worry, we'll fix it. Fuck you. These guys can't even fix potholes. Bruv, you can't even fix Wi-Fi in the House of Parliament. That's why the UK is finished, man. Russian hackers have been able to destroy England far more beautifully than Brexit ever did. Well, that's it, guys. That's your news. The elite play games and the common man suffers for it. Haute couture and, of course, hacking. Now, stay sharp, stay awake. Don't let the news gaslight you. And see you next time, same place in 2 weeks. Except, of course, if Co-op hacks me. In which case, buy Easter eggs from... You guys have been great. I'll see you next week. Boom. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching. Once again, thank you for all the likes, shares, subscribe. Let's continue to do this. Let's beat the Shadow Banners. Let's grow Team Nabil Army. What do you think about what I've said? Do you think India is justified? Do you think Pakistan this time has gotten a raw deal? Let me know in the comments, but keep it civil and measured. I'm on tour this year. Catch me. Urban Batuta is going all the way through June. We might even be doing some international stuff, so I'll fill you in on that as and when it comes. Till then, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Salute.